So Sean Cotton is the owner and the guy who created SayCheeseTV. So they say that since he's a CEO, he's an executive. He's closer to the music labels than he is to the rappers. So he really is running stuff. Him, DJ Academics, they probably making the most money of kind of like these video personalities on the entire internet. On the entire internet. So me, I could never hate the game. I really love the game. I really love the hustle. So we gotta hear from a real boss, somebody who's running the labels, not somebody getting ran by the labels. Why interviews with rappers aren't getting as many views in 2026. I think this is very important for us all to know. Whether you're a rapper, you're an entrepreneur, or you just make content. It's important. You got to know where the money going so you can make sure that you position yourself correctly. Don't you agree with that? So I make some money. Make sure I like and subscribe. We can go ahead and get straight into this video.
For anybody that comes out of school, if a kid was to ask me what to do, I would just tell them to get in media. I really feel, and media is just not Adam 22 academics, but media is reaction videos. Like one of my friends, he's doing an AI YouTube channel making $60,000 a month. Just his voice is doing fucking documentary. You don't see him,
wow. But
he's doing like AI voice, YouTube voiceovers and shit like that. Media to me is the way to go. Now, if you love rapping, if you love music, do it. I would never tell nobody not to. But if you're trying to make some money, I would tell people to get in media.
It's just so competitive that now, if you want to make something out of yourself, if you want to be a rapper, cool, but you should be trying to do filming, editing, like social media, clipping shit, whatever. Like you got to just really try a lot now.
But even, don't you feel like the media space is even oversaturated?
Yeah, I do.
Look how many blogs in Texas right now. Like Texas has more blogs than anybody.
At Texas and Florida.
Yeah.
But meanwhile, the podcasting space feels like it's kind of sparse now, though, because like there are so many, but there's so few successful ones.
Yeah.
Like we were having this conversation recently. What are the biggest podcasts that are just people talking about shit that aren't, guest oriented? Because that's always going to kind of inflate.
Maybe Joe Budden.
Yeah, Joe Budden. Jim Jones had his show that is currently on hiatus, but I think it's coming back. Then you got somebody like, Fat Joe and Jadakiss. They got a good one. Cameron and Mace. These are all like superstar.
These are people who are already famous before. We were just reading about, or what we just watched a video I think maybe yesterday, 2 days ago, about the Rich and Unemployed podcast. The guy, they saying that he finessed like $5 million. And the first thing he did was made a podcast. But that podcast was probably generating them tens and thousands, hundreds of thousands a month. So really, he had a good blueprint. He had found a good niche because sounding from the faces of this industry, him, Sean Cotton, it sounds like they both have an understanding that people who are willing to listen to a single person voice online is starting to be more and more limited. The barrier to entry is rising. You know what I mean?
Rappers, it's like really like ours was kind of the biggest one that we could think of that didn't exist from a big rapper. It's just like I don't even think people really start podcasts that much anymore. They want to be streamers now.
Because I even seen blasting on your channel your show that he doesn't interview rappers like that anymore.
If you really look at it,
I'm looking at everybody's shit.
It's a pretty small percentage of his total interviews.
But I'm looking at everybody when it comes to rappers to a certain stature. Nobody's interviewing rappers no more.
Why is that though, you think?
For one, it's two things. Rappers don't bring in the views they used to. And then on the flip side of that,
normal people.
Once rappers get to a certain level, they want to have this mystique. You know what I mean?
Like Doechie's huge, but Doechie's not out doing everybody's podcast. She'll do one and then chill out for a year or two.
You see what I'm saying?
Or she has the opportunity to go do all these big mainstream looks that she probably thinks are a lot cooler than doing a Vlad or a No Jumper or whatever.
Pooh Shiesty charged me $50,000.
50? What? That's the same number they're throwing out there.
And you couldn't do it?
Man, I laughed at it.
Yeah, I can't do that,
I laughed at that.
Actually, somebody on his team was trying to negotiate with me, and I honestly think it was like 70, but this was like right when he got out.
Nah,
he still ain't done one, or did he do $1 million worth of... No, he did double XL.
He did $1 million worth of game, too.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he did. But it really didn't really do anything.
Nah, man. And no disrespect to him. I mean, what your worth is what you feel like you're worth. But it's just like, it just doesn't make sense on the... I don't feel... I laugh at that because it's like, I don't feel like people... like 6ix9ine did great for me.
Yeah.
I don't know what all business was, but
6ix9ine
it was
has
cool.
a more
But it did good. Finesse did
Pooh
good.
But that's the
running the
most I ever
streets.
paid for an interview with 6ix9ine.
Really?
Yeah.
So Pooh Shiesty asked for $50K. I mean, he probably would have recouped in the back end because Pooh Shiesty crashed out again within a year of getting free. I couldn't believe this nigga crashed out like that. He asked for $50K. I'm really thinking about that. This man could have asked for $50K for an interview. This nigga crashed all the way out. I'm talking about throw that ski mask away, bro. You're a little too gangster for this lifetime. Like, what are you doing? 6ix9ine is more international. He has an international audience. That's why snitching didn't affect him that much. He kind of led a movement, and nobody knew it till years passed. Hindsight is 2020, you know.
Pooh Shiesty, $1 million worth of game, hour and 16 minutes, 1.4 million views. So you could assume that might be what, like, 15
40,
grand or something, maybe
15,
maybe 10 grand. So 50 grand is like, what is that?
You said 15 or 50?
15,
like
yeah,
30, right?
like $10,000-$15,000.
Yeah.
So where's
Only
the
10,
50K supposed to come from?
Exactly.
But to be fair, they have a bunch of
Wow.
ads all over their shit. $1 million worth of game has like infinite ads.
And
Anytime you
I
watch that
would
shit.
have paid Pooh Shiesty max 20,000.
What's the most you paid for an interview?
Ryan Garcia, biggest flop ever.
Yeah, that's what he said last
And how
time.
mu- oh yeah.
Yeah, that was the
Ryan
biggest.
And how much was it?
20. And it's just, I don't think it flopped because of him.
So what an interview?
But I
cost?
feel like at the time he was
5,000 for a
saying
lot of
so
these
much shit
people.
on Twitter that YouTube had like blackballed his name. Like when you, it was so fucked up when it didn't even come up in the search engine. So I was like, damn, I just got to take this L.
That is weird how that happens sometimes. Because when we did the reality show where we were trying to find the guy to bang my wife with me, that shit was invisible in search. Like it was monetized, green icon. It was earning.
Wait a minute. We not just gonna skip by that like you ain't just say that. Did you just say when we was doing my reality show where I was trying to find somebody to fuck my wife? Hold on. Do you hear how casually he just said that? See, this is the Holly weird side of LA. Bro. Whoa. And Sean Cotton just let him rock? This nigga just said some unbelievable shit, y'all. What the fuck?
Sometimes because when we did the reality show where we were trying to find the guy to bang my wife with me, that shit was invisible in search. Like it was monetized, green icon. It was earning money. But when we would search for it, it was almost impossible to find. I bet if I search for it right now, I can't find it.
What is he talking about, gang?
How do you feel about 6ix9ine's resurgence? Because at first, I think
nobody just
I
checked him on
initially
that
hit you
shit?
up to do the interview, and you wasn't really.
You did. Back to the Charleston White shit. When Charleston White did the interview with me, he said 6ix9ine didn't want to come on the platform. I don't know if you even watched the Charleston White, the last one.
I seen it.
He said that 6ix9ine didn't want to come on the platform. That's a lie, right? Because you hit me up about it.
Yeah, I hit you up and tried to line it up.
Yeah.
And you turned the first one down.
Because that was like the same week he did him, Vlad, Aiden Ross. So I was like, nah, I don't want to do 20. I can't do 20 while all that's going on. I got him at a little cheaper price because I did it right before he went to jail.
Yeah.
But I only did 6ix9ine interview because Charleston White said in my interview that 6ix9ine didn't want to come on Say Cheese. Yeah. That's the only reason why I did it. And no, it was a good interview. I'll interview him again, but I just wanted to show Charleston, like, bro, you just be saying anything.
Nah, that was always on the table, like literally.
Yeah, but he came in our interview saying that's why 6ix9ine don't want to come on Say Cheese because you will start beefing. Yeah. He's just an old geezer. What an old geezer is?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
He's an old geezer.
Unc was saying
I had the mafia come.
Unc was saying that Aiden Ross told Charleston to not go on Say Cheese anymore. So I hit up Aiden Ross, and Aiden said, hell no, I absolutely did not say that. He's like, why the fuck would I care about what Charleston's doing with that?
It's just Charleston's he's just so smart. He's like, I don't know if y'all realize this, but Charleston has a cult now.
Right. Yeah, true.
He has a cult following. So whatever he says is gold.
Yeah.
Most of his cult following is like 40. Everything he says is gold. Like I got old people cussing me out now.
So the audience he brings is the audience that normally wouldn't be on YouTube, right? A lot of us looking for streamers always is the younger crowd. A lot of these YouTubers, reaction channels usually get around the age range of 20 to 30-ish. But there was nobody on the internet who was outlandish and outspoken enough to just be like a voice for the crazy ass 40, 50, 60-year-old people who just never had shit to say and they just going crazy in life. So he say all the shit that them people thinking he's like the voice for a way older audience. So if you bring him to any platform, he immediately brings that older audience of people. And you know the best thing about older people, if they sit down and watch something, they mindset and they dopamine and their attention span isn't messed up. So if they turn something on, they're probably going to watch it from beginning to end. So he bring a good audience, which means he bringing that money in for real, for real.
Charleston.
Say what he said.
I got people that I put, nigga, how you mad at me and I put you on Charleston?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just with Charleston, he's so smart, but if you're dumb, he will manipulate you.
Right.
He knows how to throw these curves and he like, bro, what? Like, Aiden Ross is this and that, bro. Stop sucking his dick, nigga. Come get your eyeball back, nigga.
Let me ask you this, because there's been a few people who've been outspoken about, I guess, you recently. Rob Fornan is one of them.
Yeah.
What's the situation with him? I guess you were early on with helping him get his deal, or
yeah, I was wrong for that. I was wrong for going
famous?
public because the question was what's our relationship, and me and Rob Fornan, we really don't have a relationship. He thought like I did get him signed and stuff like that, but
Interesting.
Me and the label at that time, we weren't seeing eye to eye. They owed me like a quarter, $500,000.
Pause. We not just gonna skip by that like he didn't just say that. We not just gonna skip by that like he ain't just say that. Bro, fuck being a rapper. This man runs a media platform. He's able to blow the rappers up, and his relationship is so good with the labels, they paying him millions. If y'all see me take my headphones off, it's because I come back to real life too often. We gotta go harder. I'm starting to get more and more understanding of this life, y'all. They ain't gonna want to see me at 30, y'all. I'm getting real understanding. I'm kind of early in the game. Fuck it.
Kind of fell back until I was paid. And you know, Rob Fornan, he was having like Vulture Island concerts and Welcome Home City concerts, and I wasn't invited to. And I kind of felt like, damn, like me and his mama reach out and invite me to stuff, like, but me and Rob Fornan, we really never had a relationship, and that's all I was saying to where like in that interview. But I have no beef with Rob Fornan, man. He's doing this thing. I have no beef with Raw Wave. I just really want to get away from that because I don't want people to ever feel like I'm chasing that.
Yeah.
For clicks. But the person did ask me in the interview about Raw 49, and we don't really have a relationship. And it kind of made me upset with the Mud Baby shit too. But
my advice, when the hosts leave, it can be very, very tempting to air out your side of the story and make them look bad, etc.
Yeah.
But all of the hosts who left No Jumper, it's like, you know, a bunch of them came back, but the ones who didn't come back is almost always because I just disrespected the fuck out of them after they left. And I think that almost all of them would have came back if I had just played it cool. So from now on, I'm going to try to like really stick by that, because realistically, if I had just like not gone off the deep end, they all would have came back and it would have ended up making the platform look bigger and better.
Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate the theatrics with the eyeball for sure.
Yeah, no, that's a real story though. That's a real story. I just want to figure out like what was he doing in New York in the alleyway at 3 a.m.
Yeah,
by himself too.
By himself.
I'm probably getting some za. That's what I'd be doing if I.
But yeah, with Rob Fornan, I just want to say that again too. Like that was I'm just taking accountability too. You know what I'm saying? Because it is what it is.
I know you don't like saying this or listen to all people that you feel like you helped, but I still just want to ask you, who do you feel like outside of Rob Fornan, maybe Watsy B Fat and everybody else, who do you feel like you've helped the most that people might not even know or you might not even get credit for with your platform that you like I helped these people blow up?
It's so many. I think maybe Quando, Rondo, maybe TK.
TK, easily.
I was salty because when TK blew up, this motherfucker got an exclusive record with him.
That was the Atlantic Power.
Did you make any money off that at all?
We not just gonna skip by this like we didn't just say that. Adam 22 was signed to Atlantic label. Hold on, y'all. I gotta put my best face on. I gotta get signed this year. Nigga, fuck that. I ain't gonna even drop a 16 on a beat. What the hell? Okay, you get a round table. We gotta change the brand logo for Focus Culture. Everybody know I got 100,000 followers on my brand page. Okay, we gotta do that. We gotta make a platform. It's just gonna cost. He said the most expensive he paid was 20,000. It's gonna probably cost 2,000, 5,000 to get the hottest rappers in the city to interview. I ain't trying to DJ you. I ain't trying to ask you about them bodies. Okay. You can pull a Say Cheese route. You get them to open up. Okay. Wow, he gets a cranking them, right? You got to make sure you clip it in the short clips with the rappers. It's gonna pull your name up. He behind the scenes, but the labels love the behind the scenes because the rappers and the rappers low key a little puppet a little bit. Like they just feeding them money, feeding them loans. They feed him straight cash front end. Nigga like me, man, I love the game. I love the hustle.
It was on the YouTube channel, right?
You know, like Atlantic gave me a bone or an advance, and then we started putting records together, and that was the first record. And I definitely didn't make any money off it. Presumably, they were just like paying off the advance through that. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member.
Oh no, no, y'all know we gotta make them M's. Y'all know I got that name MasoMoney. I gotta make some more money. I gotta keep it Chicago with my shit though. So I gotta, you know, it's gonna be like they didn't even see us coming. Skeet. I made some money. Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. If y'all don't do none of those things though, family, just do one more thing for me. Just watch another video. I'll see y'all in the next one, man.